What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Only a Prize here, and today we're reacting to another video. It's my twin brother. It's another Llama Arts video, and today we're gonna be reacting to it. Let's go. Oh yeah.
I love getting out and meeting new people. I'm an avid user of all the social media platforms as they offer unlimited access to meeting strangers. Some might find this weird, but I can't go on without socializing, be it offline or online. So when my friend Daniel told me about this site, Omegle, I couldn't stop myself from checking it out. I was able to connect with people around the world and listen to their stories and share mine. The only thing I failed to anticipate is that the world is way more complicated than that. It was a rainy Thursday afternoon. I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on my PS5. My roommate Nash wasn't home that day, so it was just me in the two-story house amidst a thunderstorm. I yawned big while getting extremely bored and quit the game. Thinking about what I should be doing next, I opted for Omegle to chat with a bunch of strangers.
Okay.
FYI, I already used the site several times before that day, so I was perfectly okay with doing it again. I have done video calling at Omegle before, so I connected to the chat room without much ado. As the site took time to connect me to a stranger, I went to the kitchen to grab something to eat. I came back with a bowl of nachos and a Coke. My eyes didn't go to the screen immediately.
Why do you say nah,
as
bro?
I was busy sorting my desk. All this time, I didn't notice that the chat had been connected, and the stranger on the other side was just watching me doing all these things.
I saw the remote.
When I sat down on my chair and glanced at my computer screen for the first time, I almost got a heart attack. Two big bulky eyes were stuck to the webcam in a very freaky way. Whoever was on the other side came extremely close to the camera on purpose. Whoa, what the hell? Hi. The eyes went back, and I saw a weird-looking man sitting in a blue room. The blue light of that room was so unsettling that one could get a headache just by looking.
Why is his hairline crooked?
The man kept staring at me, probably waiting for me to answer him back, but I didn't know what to say for a while. Realizing I am making things even more awkward, I promptly replied, Hi, how are you?
Okay, Adam.
It was fun to watch you come in and arrange your desk without you knowing I was watching you. Yeah, I didn't notice the screen at first. So what's your name? My name is Max. And you are? I'm Anthony. So, where are you from, Anthony? Jacksonville. I was expecting he would ask me the same thing, but he stopped talking and looked behind him. Right at that moment, I heard a muffled sound inside his room. I can't exactly explain the nature of that sound, but it was similar to a low whining. What was that? Nothing, just my pet Lucy. Oh, I see. Don't mind me asking, but why is your room so blue?
Probably should have just refreshed.
These lights calm me down. I recently had a bad breakup, so I haven't been feeling myself.
No, he's definitely on the Zaza.
That's sad to hear. What happened? Well, we were living together for a while, but one morning she just decided to leave me and go back to her ex. Girls are mean, I tell you. I don't think all of them are. Also, you'll get over it. Don't be so... Get over it? Get over it? You can't just get over someone you love with your everything. She is my soulmate. We are supposed to be together. I didn't expect a sudden outburst. Hence, I wasn't ready to react to it either. I just paused, feeling highly embarrassed, and then decided to apologize for making such a sly comment on his matter. I'm sorry. I had no idea. I hope you can forgive me. You're a sweet little boy. Of course.
He looks like
I'll forgive you. Do you have a girlfriend?
Oh, no.
Well, not yet. I have a crush on a girl in class, but I haven't told her yet. I'm not even sure if she likes me or not. Well, I can give you some tips to win her heart. Really? What should I do then? Follow her wherever she goes. Don't let any other guy come
People
near
named
her.
Josh.
When a guy tried to talk to my girlfriend, I pushed him down the stairs and sent him to the hospital. Problem solved.
That's a little extreme.
What? Relax, I'm joking.
This makes me want to play Andre Simulator.
Or maybe not.
Why is bro still talking to him? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The more I talked to this guy, the more I realized how paranoid he is. He was giving me tips on how to stalk my crush and forcefully proclaim my love for her.
Could've just skipped.
I soon realized this dude is a pure nut job. He was just being so creepy that after a point, it started to freak me out. He barely
I'm so
blinked,
confused, bro. The dude
and every
sounds
so
like
often,
Morgan
I could
Freeman.
hear that muffled whining in his room. Hey, are you even listening to me? Yeah, I was just thinking, it's late. Probably I should go offline now. Why? We're having such a good time. Two bros chilling and sharing their girl problems. No,
Bro.
man, I better go.
Bro.
It was nice meeting you. Don't you disconnect. I'm sorry, what? Don't you dare walk out on me. Do you know what I do to those who walk out on me? Saying this, he got up from his computer and went to the corner of the room. He switched on the room light, and I noticed his bed. Something was lying on it, covered with a blanket. Are you ready for the surprise, Max? Here it comes!
He's pale.
Saying this, he pulled the blanket in
Well, why
one
his
go,
lip look like
and what
that?
I
Hold
saw
up.
made my stomach drop.
Hold up,
The
pause,
girl was
pause,
lying
bro.
on the bed. Her hands and legs were tied, along with her mouth. On top of her
Did you see
lay a
his
dead
lip
body
hanging off
that
like
was
that?
rotting vigorously. Its flesh was melting and falling off her body. Maggots were slowly crawling from that dead body to her face. It was the most disgusting sight
That
one
was
could
probably the
witness.
last thing I would have
She whimpered
expected.
while bursting into silent tears, and I finally understood the reality behind Anthony's pet, Lucy. The girl was facing the webcam,
Oh no.
and I could see her looking at me with anxious eyes, asking for help.
There's someone
But
running
there's
with
no
ideas
way I
making
could
this
have
film.
helped her at that moment. Lucy left me for her ex, even though I loved her with all I had. So now she is stuck with her ex forever. They are inseparable now. And I'm going to watch the maggots slowly eat her alive. You're a sick psycho. I'm calling the cops right now. I'll make sure you rot in jail, you freak. You can try. Hope the cops
Everyone
find
knows
me.
this.
Goodbye, Max. Don't you disconnect. Wait.
I'm gonna
Have a
blow
good
that
night's
out.
sleep. No, wait. The chat got disconnected, and I sat there, speechless, clueless, like a statue. When I finally got my together, I called my roommate and told him everything. The next day, we went to the cops and filed a complaint about this guy. But finding one crazy psycho among a sea of humans through Omegle is next to impossible. The cops contacted the police in Jacksonville, but I bet it wasn't his real
You
name.
got the neck
I have
beat on
no
him.
idea if that girl is still
Okay,
alive.
she did.
Because if she is, Anthony is probably watching her getting
Yeah,
eaten by
yeah.
maggots alive.
It's more editing. There's an ad. Oh my goodness. Take a second, pause. Check my hair. It's flat in the back, like usual. And I'm gonna get a snap when I'm back. So currently, we're out of bowls. See, there's no bowls. So got some banana slices. Bro. We got some Chug Jug juice.
That looks yummy.
What, bro? This is how I eat. Oh.
Day, I remember that night as if it were yesterday. I was 17 years old, and my mom was on vacation. We had returned from the beach a few days earlier, but because of her seniority, my mom still had a week and a half to rest.
I look away for 1
That
second.
day,
I'm not
my
going
mom
back.
didn't
It's too much
feel like
editing.
cooking, so
Well,
we
you know who
decided
she
to
looked
go
like? You know, what's that?
My 9-year-old
That
cousin
one dude
was
who
with
played
us,
Green
and
Goblin?
he insisted all night that he
Pull
wanted
up a
pizza.
picture, bro.
So we indulged him. While we were choosing between the pizza varieties, I left the Omegle open for my mother to entertain herself.
I say
Once we
Omegle.
finished ordering, I walked over out of curiosity to see my mother, who was interacting with a young man, no more than 30 years old. The young man had blonde hair, and his brown eyes
Oh,
were
yeah, he
shining on
definitely
the
a
monitor.
skateboarder.
The moment he saw me, he gave me a big smile and
Oh,
continued
yeah, his
talking
name
to
is
my
Jimmy.
mother.
Is this your daughter?
He looked like he could do a
She
kickflip.
looks just like you.
I get that all the time. Don't we have the same nose?
Yes, but I wouldn't know whose mother.
Okay, that's enough, Casanova. Time for you to go play video games. I pulled my mom away from the computer and clicked next,
That's cat.
but strangely, the guy was still there.
Hey, it was just a joke. You shouldn't scold your mom like that. She was just having a good time.
I can see why my
Whoa.
mother had so
The
much
voice
fun
doesn't match
talking.
his face.
I didn't know we had a clown in the room.
That's a little harsh, miss. Aren't you getting a little jealous?
Okay, bye. Without
Oh,
waiting
our
for his
spider
response,
man.
I tried to close the Omegle, but it still didn't react.
That's what I'm
Somewhat
telling you, you can't just
confused,
skip
I
it all the
opened the
time.
task manager and deleted the app's window, but it still wouldn't close.
Real
At that
computer nerds
moment,
know how
I
to do
realized
that.
that the computer was malfunctioning, as the man kept talking to me.
You don't have to be jealous, you know. I like older women, but that doesn't mean I have anything against you. Although, I should wait until you turn 18.
How? Anyway, the show's over, asshole. I'm taking the battery out of the notebook. I'll see you never.
Are you sure your mom would like a pizza with anchovies, honey? You sure? You didn't even bother to ask her.
Shocked, I stopped halfway to closing the notebook.
That's creepy.
As if the man knew what I was about to ask him, he kept talking.
No, Jean, there's no way your mom knew what pizza you ordered. Nor did she tell me your name or your age. I know all this, and a lot of other things about your mom. Your cousin, and you. Like your address, for example.
The neck hair.
If you dare to turn off the notebook, you'll get to know me a little better, too.
The man's voice suddenly changed. His relaxed and humorous appearance had become serious and composed. This man seemed to perfectly calculate every word that came out of his mouth. What do you want? How do you know all this? For the first time, I had lost my angry teenage tone, and my voice became shaky and timid. Suddenly, I received an attachment that I innocently opened, knowing that it could have been a virus, but it wasn't. It was a video of my mother entering the house with groceries, unaware that she was being recorded. The recording was over, and I was seeing again the inflexible face of that man who was looking at me as if he was dead. I, on the other hand, had my eyes wide open, still in shock at what I had just seen.
I'm only interested in answering the first question, since at this moment, I only want you to charge the notebook, since it only has 17% of battery life.
Praying the man was wrong, I checked the battery and found, to my horror, that it was true. I felt so overwhelmed that while crying, I just stood up and put the notebook to charge, while my mother watched in astonishment, and my cousin kept asking for pizza. At that moment, I realized that I was facing a hacker, and I was at his mercy.
Now we'll do this, little Jean. Your mom will go get the savings she has hidden in the hole in her bedroom wall.
Shut up, Jim.
Then, she'll go
Sassy
downstairs
for pizza.
and tip it to the pizza boy. She'll go back upstairs, and your cousin will enjoy the most expensive anchovy pizza of his life.
How do I know they'll leave us alone after this?
Girl, you've seen too many movies. Drop the heroin act, and make sure you don't
Watch
keep the
the
delivery
pizza
guy
boy
waiting.
eat him.
He's got more deliveries to
Bro's a whole
make.
Discord line.
I'm just
As I
predicting.
turned around to talk to my mom, she already had the money, and with tears in her eyes, she told me she loved me and went downstairs to deliver it. At that moment, a second camera opened to the entrance of the apartment, where we could see that some men grabbed my mother, who, even though she screamed and resisted, could not do anything against the men, who put her in a van and accelerated. As we cried, my cousin and I tried to reason with the man.
Jean, what are those men doing to Auntie?
My mother had all the money. Why are you doing this to us? I swear it was all. My mom wouldn't lie about this.
Don't cry, little Jean.
Pizza delivery.
This was never about the money. It's just a big game. And congratulations. You guys won. This was because I ordered the pizza? I don't want it anymore. Give me back my aunt. Guys, I don't think you understand. This isn't about pizza or Omigu. If it weren't this way, you would have received an Instagram call, WhatsApp, phone call, or even a home visit. I actually have to thank you because through Omigu, I was able to get to know you better.
I still remember how desperate I was. I tried to call the police, but my phone had no signal. I tried to escape from the house, but we were locked in. I even shouted, but no neighbor approached. It was as if everyone was involved in this. After a few minutes, the man who had silently observed all our desperation spoke again.
Children, it's showtime.
I get lucky.
Please look at the screen.
Suddenly, another window opened, and in it was my mother. She was tied to a chair. She was in a dimly red-lit room. Then, a masked man rushed up to my mom and violently slit her throat open with a knife.
No,
My cousin and I screamed desperately in indescribable
Happened real
pain.
quick.
It was as if the world had come crashing down on us in just 2 seconds. The camera was replaced with a photo of a vote that read as follows. Mother, 47%. Daughter, 31%.
Why is this so
Child,
entertaining?
22%.
Congratulations, little Jean. I want you to know that not everyone turns around a result in such a way, but apparently our sponsors liked you so much that they decided they wanted to see you as an orphan. Kids usually lose, especially if the parents are home to witness their punishment. Anyway, it was a good show, one of the best of the week. I wish you kids a good life.
And so, as soon as it started, the nightmare ended. The next night, my aunt came to pick up her son and found out everything that had happened. She started taking care of me from then on, but a few years later, I inherited my mother's share after my grandparents passed away, and I was able to live on my own. As I grew up, I didn't follow in my family's footsteps. I started studying computer security, knowing that someday, somewhere in the deep web, I will find the people who killed my mother.
You're not watching the last one. Phone can't take it.